Look at the night sky. Every star is a nuclear furnace, powered by the same forces we've used on Earth. In just a few decades, we've turned this stellar power into weapons of unimaginable destruction. To understand the threat, we must understand the science behind the bomb, how we split atoms, unleash energy, and put our future on the line. This is the story of our cosmic fire, a power that could fuel our world or end it in an instant. At the heart of every nuclear bomb is Einstein's famous equation: energy equals mass times the speed of light squared, e-mc2. This seemingly simple equation changed the course of history because it showed that a small amount of matter can turn into an incredibly huge amount of energy. In an instant, mass turns into energy at an amazing speed, releasing a power greater than anything humans have ever known. Nuclear fission starts when heavy atoms like uranium or plutonium split into smaller parts, releasing huge energy and extra neutrons. These neutrons keep splitting more atoms, creating a fast-moving chain reaction. As for nuclear fusion, it's the process that powers the sun and stars. Here, light atoms like hydrogen combine under huge pressure and heat, producing much more energy than fission. At the core of the bomb, critical mass makes sure the chain reaction doesn't stop, but instead explodes outwards with huge force, releasing a massive fireball. This fireball is the first thing you see when a nuclear bomb explodes, lighting up the sky and releasing unbearable heat. This is followed by a violent shockwave that destroys everything in its path, deadly radiation that spreads quickly, and an electromagnetic pulse that knocks out electronic devices over a wide area. The end result is a piece of a star exploding on Earth's surface, releasing energy equal to the explosion of thousands of tons of regular explosives in one moment. This is the terrifying efficiency of nuclear weapons, unmatched destructive power coming from the simplest physics equations, able to change the face of the world in mere moments. Not all nuclear weapons are the same. The first bombs, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, used fission. Hydrogen bombs, or H-bombs, use fission to power fusion, creating explosions measured in megatons. Strategic weapons target cities, tactical nuclear weapons are designed for battlefields. But any use, no matter how small, signals escalation and disaster. The line between small and devastating is dangerously thin. Every nuclear weapon is a threshold we cross at our own peril. Imagine a lively city in the middle of the day, where people walk the streets and life buzzes in every corner. Suddenly, in a flash, everything changes. A huge fireball erupts, hotter than the sun's surface itself, lighting up the sky and vaporizing everything nearby in fractions of a second. The heat is indescribable, and the light blinds. Then a massive blast wave follows, moving faster than sound, leveling buildings, throwing debris everywhere, and completely destroying infrastructure in a wide area. The extreme heat ignites huge fires that spread for miles, turning the city into a massive firestorm that consumes everything in its path, creating an environment where survival is impossible. Invisible radiation spreads quickly, delivering deadly doses in mere seconds, penetrating walls and objects, leaving devastating effects on health and life. Radioactive fallout, which is toxic radioactive dust, spreads with the wind for hundreds of miles, polluting the land, water, and air, and its effects remain for many years. Survivors face deadly radiation sickness, cities that become uninhabitable, and the threat of a nuclear winter that could cover the entire world, changing Earth's climate. One nuclear bomb is enough to end an entire city in moments, but if this disaster happens in multiple places, human civilization could completely collapse, and humanity could enter a new dark age. In August 1945, the world saw an unprecedented event when Hiroshima was completely destroyed by an atomic bomb, turning the city into rubble in just a few moments. Just 3 days later, Nagasaki faced the same fate, as a second bomb was dropped, killing over 100,000 people instantly and injuring tens of thousands. The tragedy didn't end there, as survivors suffered for many years from severe burns, radiation-related illnesses, and deep, unforgettable psychological impacts. These bombings ended World War II, but they opened the door to a new era filled with fear, as the world began to live under the nuclear threat. During the Cold War, the United States began developing and gathering thousands of nuclear warheads in an unprecedented arms race. The Soviet Union responded in kind, leaving the world threatened with total destruction at any moment, as tensions between the two superpowers grew. Nuclear tests were conducted all over the world, from the Pacific to the deserts, increasing environmental and human concerns. And major crises, like the Cuban Missile Crisis, brought the world to the brink of nuclear annihilation, where one decision could change the fate of humanity. The lessons of Hiroshima and the Cold War remain urgent warnings for us today, reminding us of the importance of peace and rejecting the nuclear arms race. Today, 9 countries have nuclear weapons. The United States and Russia hold most of them, with thousands ready to launch. One modern bomb over a city would kill hundreds of thousands, destroy infrastructure, and contaminate vast areas. The risk of escalation by accident, miscalculation, or conflict still exists. Even a limited nuclear war could lead to global famine and collapse. The world lives under a sword of Damocles, hanging by the thinnest thread. The danger is real, and it is now. We have unleashed the power of the atom. Now we must choose how we use it. Understanding the science gives us the power to act, not to fear. The same cleverness that built the bomb can build peace, if we act wisely. Our planet is a fragile oasis in the universe. Nuclear weapons threaten everything we share. Disarmament and diplomacy and informed citizenship are our tools for survival. We are the guardians of Earth's future. Let's choose a future written in the stars, not erased by the fire we stole from them.